Welcome back to my dressing room. I'm going to do a little tour of the shoes and bags I've got in here. I say in here because the shoes I use the most I keep down in the hallway, and I also have another bag down there that's my go-to bag when I don't want to choose a bag. But I'm going to ignore all that now because I think this video is going to be plenty long anyway. First up is this heart-shaped backpack from Cotton Candy Feet. I actually bought this new because I wanted a backpack, and I use it a lot for day trips and that sort of thing. The strawberry keychain is actually a pouch with a reusable shopping tote inside. Next is this angelic pretty bag shaped like a present. I bought this mainly to wear on my birthdays because I like to wear like a really fun birthday themed outfit every birthday, and it's usually pink. Next is another angelic pretty bag, but this one's shaped like a moon. This one's really flaky and it's not really usable as a bag, so I'm mostly just keeping it as decor. I got it really cheap though, so I don't mind. This popcorn bucket shaped bag was a souvenir from Disney World, and so was the keychain. This is one of my absolute favourite bags and I use it all the time. It's by Moi Même Moitié. Here's a really cute braided raffia bag from the 50s or 60s. I love the colour of this one. This bag is part of a matching set with a dress I bought. I was mostly just interested in getting the dress, but I'm really glad that I got the bag as well. As you can see, it's by Baby the Stars Shine Bright. Strangely, the little bee charm is the wrong way around. This is a bag my sister made for me as a Christmas present in 2002. This angelic pretty tote bag also came as a set with a dress that I bought. I've had this little silver backpack since probably 1995 or 96 or something. These were the only photos I could find though. This sticker actually came with a Barbie doll. I wanted one of these tapestry bags for ages, and I finally got one a couple of years ago. This is a really pretty vinyl tote bag from Baby the Stars Shine Bright. Here are two bags that I tend to not use much. I really love this pink 80s plastic basket bag. I don't really use it much, but I keep things in it. The box bag is by Emily Temple Cute. I really wanted a box bag, but for some reason I've only used this once. It's kind of flaking off, and maybe that's why I don't feel like wearing it much. This is just a really simple vintage clutch bag. This is my grandmother's old bag, and it's probably one of the bags I've used the most. The handle was coming off when I got it, so I fixed it with some ribbon. Here's another little box bag that my mum used in the 60s. It's not the most practical bag, so I don't use it much, but it's so cute. This is another of my mum's 60s bags. I really love this one and I use it a lot. I especially like using it with my Little Red Riding Hood dress. This tiny Juicy Couture pouch is so new that I haven't used it for anything yet. The strawberry pouch was included in the same lot as that reusable shopping tote I mentioned earlier. I like how it looks a bit like a Regency reticule. This pink house tote is one of my absolutely most used bags. I use it all the time. Finally, honourable mention to my mum's 60s basket that I occasionally use as a bag. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention this bag I made from an egg cozy. Time for shoes. This is a pair of random second-hand shoes that from a distance can pass for 18th century shoes, and that's why I bought them. I got these to use with my 18th century costumes. I made these costumes quite a while before reproduction shoes were widely available. This is the perfect pair of stiletto winkle pickers. Sadly, several of the buckles have broken, so they're really hard to wear these days. This is just a great pair of stiletto heels. They're super pointy, almost like winkle pickers. A pair of bubblegum pink 80s pumps. because you never know when you need them. Some basic but really cute pumps from Remix Vintage. These are terribly uncomfortable, but I keep them because sometimes you need a pair of black pumps. These shoes are from Angelic Pretty. They're quite new to me, so I haven't had a chance to use them much, but I love them so much. They look like gingerbread. This is my most spectacular pair of shoes. They're ruby slippers from Irregular Choice. They're not replicas, but I think they're almost better. They actually light up when you walk, and theoretically you can flip the sequins to make them silver, like the shoes in the book. I've never used these outdoors, and I don't think I want to because look at the soles. This is a super cute pair of heels from Baby the Stars Shine Bright. I really love the shape of these and the hearts. They're flaking a bit, but it looks a lot worse in this video. These are almost tied with the ruby slippers as my most beautiful pair of shoes. They're my long gone shoes, and they're my only pair of Springolators. I think these are so beautiful and they look like something Vampira would wear. Next is this stunning pair of vintage shoes. I think these have to be 1930s. They're from Nordiska Kompaniet, which is like the fanciest department store in Stockholm. I love these 1940s style platform shoes by Miss Elfire. I love the tooling and the rivets. Sadly, they are really big on me. A basic but elegant pair of vintage heels. These are a little bit more comfortable than those Remix pumps, so these are the ones I tend to use when I need to wear like fancy shoes. I stopped using these 60s slippers when the gold started flaking off the soles, so now they're just decoration. These 60s silver shoes are some of my favorites. It's interesting how they're made by Bally or Baldy, but they're made for a Swedish shop. I found these shoes at a local charity shop. They're a whole size too big, so I mainly keep them for decorations. They're so pretty. This is another pair of shoes from Remix Vintage. I added the rivets. Again, these are so uncomfortable though, so I never use them and I probably should sell them. These are from Baby the Stars Shine Bright, and technically these are my favorite pair of shoes from a Lolita brand. Sadly they're really flaky though, and the sole has come off once, so I don't use them as much as I would like. These two are both from Swedish Has-Beens. I really love both of them. They have such a perfect 30s or 40s look. This was an absolute dream pair of shoes for me, and I never thought I would actually own them. They're based on the traditional clogs from my region of Sweden, but it's like a more elegant version. They're handmade using traditional methods, and they used to be really expensive when they were new. I was so lucky to find these for like less than £30 on a Swedish auction site. These are some of my absolute favourite shoes, and they're also by Miss Elfire. I've sort of forgotten to wear these lately, so I should probably move these down to the hallway actually. And this is another favourite pair from Miss Elfire. Look at how beautiful even the lining is. Finally, here's a pair of espadrilles that used to belong to my aunt. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you want to see anything else.